Welcome to my Colosseum walkthrough. This will not be a in-depth walkthrough, but I will show you guys my tips and tricks that helped me get my first quiver. Right now, we are chasing the pet. As I will show you guys my run, I will be talking about the easiest way to finish the Colosseum. So this is the gear, pretty basic. It is a semi-budget setup. So I have the Fang, the most important weapon. Also the halberd will be an important weapon at Soul. Other than that, a couple expensive things here is the Venerable Bow for the range for the major minion and a Blood Fury to heal up during the waves. Let's go. I will be mainly focused on how to flick prayers. Also, we are doing the southwestern pillar. Why? It is just the best pillar in the game. Gnomo Monkey has an in-depth guide on why to do the southern pillar. Also, when you're running a budget setup, the best thing you can do is just the southwest pillar, because that's just less RNG based. The northwestern pillar can be a little bit RNG based. Alright, so pretty basic. First wave, kill the minions. I start off with the Fremennik melee, then the mage, and then the range. Alright, always pick Blasphemy first. Right now, I might pick Doom. Doom is alright, as long as it's level 1 or 2 at max. We don't want to have Doom level 3. Alright, pretty easy. A setup like this, major behind, ranger in front. Pray what's in behind, and then what's in front. I also bring a Vertigo with me, just to finish the kill a little bit quicker. Right now the melee will spawn, pretty simple, just block it. That. I could have also walked back to the pillar and save spot the melee. Wave 2 pretty easy. Also guys, let me know if you like quick uploads like this of Fortis Colosseum, where I'll show you guys just some random runs while walking you guys through it. At least when I was learning the Colosseum, I couldn't find a lot of guides like this, where mostly it was like very in-depth guides and not really a lot of walkthroughs. At least this helped me. So maybe I will keep uploading every week or so, 1 or 2 runs. The ranger, be careful, because the ranger can see you from this corner. Always pull him back. So wave 3, pretty simple. We were quite lucky with the mage spawn, so it wasn't a really dangerous position. Also, when doing the southwestern pillar, you wanna start at this tile, wait 5 ticks, and then run. I'll show you guys in the next wave. I also bring a Greater Ghost and Death Charges, so I can run through the waves a little bit quicker. I won't resurrect my ghost when the wave is almost done, because I see that more as a waste. All right, so second run, fourth modifier, I might pick Relentless here because I just don't want Doom 2 yet. I'm gonna pick it. I'm gonna click continue and then run in 5 ticks. So if I see the 1, I'm gonna click and I'm going to run at 1. And this way, that is basically how you will start every wave. So when he's there, I'm just gonna load this guy here. Simple as that. Oh, I misclicked. It's alright. I can kill this guy or I can kill the major. It doesn't matter. See, because the reinforcements will definitely be stuck right here. Either the major or the mini will be in front like that. So just like that. Right now I can choose which path I want to take. I can either kill the Mentor or I can kill this one. I'm killing the warrior right now. Because why not? Also a tip, the halberd is more DPS against the shaman. So that's why you see me flicking the shaman. It's basically the only mob I will use the halberd for. Besides sword. Alright. Wave 5, this is a bit harder wave. Why is it harder? Because now we have 3 mobs in the room. Right, let's go Relentless again and hope we get a decent... Okay, we took a hit there, that is alright. Right, okay, so the Mentor is charged. When the Mentor and the Major are on the east side of the pillar, also on the north side, you can just safe spot them. Or at least they will walk into each other like this. Right now, I actually have to kill the magic blob, otherwise I will get an unlock spawn. Stand right there. So the reason I stood on that spot, on that tile, it says up here the mage spawn. Whenever I stand right here, the major can see me, it will hit me, and it will make sure the warrior is always in front of the major, the small shaman. And that way I don't have to flick the ranger and the major, because there's a chance for them to be the same tick, and we don't want that. Okay, wave 5 is pretty much solved. Wave 6 is actually one of the, it might be the hardest wave in the game, because there are just so many blobs or mobs running around. But as you learn this pillar, the southwestern pillar, there is always a method to complete wave 6, unless we choke. And there is a possibility that we choke, let's hope not, with this live walkthrough. And let's see if he gets harder, if the wave will be quite hard. Also using the blood fairy when I'm low on food. Alright, so wave 6, I am not full HP. So what I will do right now is I will brew up, and I will pick Doom 2, hoping that the next modifier will be a little bit better. I don't like re-entry, actually never. I never pick re-entry because it can move, it can ruin our position. All right, Doom 2, attack range. All right, so wave 6 is actually pretty free, as you can see. Everything is behind the pillar. Guys, in the description I will also be posting some links in how to learn, and those can actually help you learn the Colosseum. At least they helped me to complete the Colosseum. I see that the Manticore and the Ranger are starting at the same style. If it was not the case, I would have just killed a Shaman right there. Alright, so we took a hit, that is alright. Let's see if we can do that. Yeah, that works. Some finds with the Shaman guys and the Manticore or any other blobs, you can just wiggle around and it will get blocked. As you saw right there. When killing the Shaman, don't do anything, just let the blob move to you. I know it can't see me. Also from there. And run right back. And start killing the Manticore. It's just as easy as that, guys. Whenever you see a projectile, switch to the next one. That's basically how you do it. So when I see the green projectile go on, I just click the next prayer. Alright, so we have Myopia. That is perfect because we are not really using any range attacks other than the Fremic mob, so we always want to pick Myopia when it's available. Wave 7, start Pre-Mage because it can hit more than the Ranger. Run over. So the reason I ran over is because I ran over because I didn't know what style the Manticore was gonna attack or if they would attack me at the same time. So I just run here so I can freely kill the blobs and then just run back. So Ranger, these two are in the same attack style. I just start from this style. So now the Minotaur has spawned. I can also first kill this guy, doesn't really matter. And after that I can kill these Shockwave Colossus. For example, if the Manticore was a different style, like say it started with magic, we wanna start from the middle of the tile and run west. That way you off-tick basically these blobs. But because they are the same attack style, you don't want to do that, otherwise you will miss a prayer. This guy is dangerous. Always make sure you pray the correct prayer against him whenever wave he is in. You want to start praying magic. The only exception is wave 8, because there can be 3 Javelin Colossuses, and they can do a lot of damage as well. Alright, so I'm full HP. I just switched to my Amulet of Strength. Oh, forget. I just skipped the Colossus. Pretty easy. I see the projectile move. I switch my praise. Just like that. I see the projectile move. I switch my praise. I see the projectile move. I switch my praise. I switch my praise. Just like that. Alright, wave 8 is a pretty hard wave as well, because we're gonna have 2 Javelin Colossuses, 1 Major and 1 Manticore. So we start by praying range and wait for the first tick and then run. You don't have to wait for the first tick, but you have at least have to wait 5 ticks. So alright, start. Alright, so this is not the best wave we have. I have to off tick these guys. Alright guys, so that was an example where we had a pretty shitty wave. And what we basically did was run to the center of the tile and off-tick the Ranger and the Colossus. So watch that back in how to actually set up that off-tick. Alright, so I have right now the Minotaur and the Ranger. I can do 2 things. I can just kill the Manticore, or if I want, I can just safe spot the Minotaur like that. And you can only safe spot the Minotaur like that if you have a Noxious Halberd or any other Halberd. This way you don't have to flick between both of them. After that, make sure to run to the Manticore. If you are not on time, the Shockwave Colossus, the Major, will hit you. Just like that. Alright, a great example of a Major and a Major in the front. So you always look at the mob in the back and you want to start praying against that. So in this case it is a Ranger and in the front a Major. Always when this is the case, run from the middle of the pillar. In this case they are east of the pillar, so I'm going to run south. Let's say for example if they were stuck north of the pillar, I would have run from the middle to the west, and that would actually be the same example. Why we do that? Because the first tick, when I run from here, the Major will not see me. I will show you guys. See? The Major has not seen me. again, it just cannot see me, while the ranger sees me. So that means the major will see me at least one tick after. And pray against mage. That's basically it. And how do I flick these guys? I look at when the javelin moves and then pray against it. So when he moves, I pray mage. When he moves, I pray mage. When he moves, I pray mage. Alright, we sipped our last dose of super combat. Actually, I shouldn't have done that. Because I wanted to save that for soul, but it is alright. It is alright. Supplies are looking decent. Wave 9 is actually easier than wave 8 because we only have a ranger to deal with and two manticores. Our modifier will be blasphemy 3. We have more than enough supplies left. Start range. Alright. Alright, be ready to flick the manticore. That's basically it, guys. Now I can run here to move this guy back. This guy didn't see me yet. And I can kill the manticore. Guys, it is basically really that simple. As long as you can keep your head cool, every wave is just a puzzle, and if you're just like me, you can solve the puzzle. So the manticore is stuck right there. What I can do again is I can safe spot the minotaur right there. Show you guys. See, I can safe spot this guy. But if I do not want to safe spot him, let's say you don't have the Nongshim's Albert and you can safe spot in, what you can do is move here, get this guy out, and move back. It's that easy. It's that easy, guys. And I see that they are the same style, so I start from the edge of the pillar, so they see me at the same time, and I can start killing the mobs. So I'm looking at the manticore. When he shoots, I'll just change my prayer. I can look at him as well. When he shoots, I change my prayer. He shoots, I switch my prayer. I see green, I see blue, and I can switch my prayer. Just like that. Alright, wave 10. Now it is gonna get a little harder, guys. This is wave 10 in 11 show why the southwestern pillar is basically the king, because every wave I can trap the major behind the minotaur, and that is not the case with this pillar. I can trap the it's basically RNG to see if the and wait for the major to spawn behind the minotaur, but we don't like RNG. We just want to make sure we can get through a wave. Alright, let's look at our modifiers. So I'm gonna take Myopia, because as I said, we don't basically use any ranged weapon. And start playing range. All right, so this is basically a free wave because ranges will just get stuck behind each other. But I will show you guys how to trap the major behind the Minotaur. So we know at the 40-second mark the reinforcements will spawn, and when that happens we want to stand on this tile. So I'm going, he's gonna hit me. I'll try to pray mage around 40-second mark. Alright, they are. I took one hit, but that is alright, guys. That is alright. I think they were the same tick, but as you can see, because the Serpent Shaman hit me and these two blobs moved to this tile, the Minotaur will always be in front of the Serpent Shaman or the Major. And this makes it so that you can safely kill these blobs while not having to focus on the Serpent Shaman. Dump my specs. Let's just use it. Alright, two Manticores. Let's see what color they are. They start with Mage. So we have to pray Mage and make sure we are flicking correctly between them. When you have two Minotaurs like this behind each other, you never want to start from the middle of the pillar, because if I run now, they will be off-ticked and they will basically hit me at the same time. And we will get KO'd. So when this is the case, always start from the middle of the pillar and make sure they see you at the same time. Every fifth tick you're gonna get hit. So we have two ticks between prayers, because their attacks are exactly 3 ticks. 5 minus 3 is 2 ticks to spare. Keep your head cool and it will be the easiest thing in the world. Let's put it up. So let's see. Blue moves, green moves. So it's gonna shoot blue. I see green. I'm gonna switch prayer. When I see the next projectile, I just move onto the next one. Alright, wave 11. And we have pretty trash modifiers, guys. These are pretty trash. But we're going to have to pick Relentless, because Doom is very unforgiving. Also, it will make the last fight harder against Soul, because there's a big chance you're taking more than 5 hits. But Relentless 3 also means every hit the monsters do and you will definitely be 100% accurate. So you have to make sure you always switch the correct prayers. And we are hopefully sure of our switches, guys. So let's go. Alright, so the ranger is gonna see me. Alright, so yeah, we basically it was a free wave, guys, but we ruined the wave. Um, I think what I did is I started at the center of the pillar instead of the corner, and that way the ranger and the manticore didn't see me at the same time. On to the next one, guys.